This session of ADHD contains graphic descriptions of violence, gore, or sexual themes. Listener discretion is advised. And as always, we hope you enjoy.
Welcome to Adventuring Dimwits and Hyperactive Dragons, a real play tabletop podcast that uses different systems to tell a story and mess around a bit. I'm Ryan. As you know, this is our holiday special, a one-shot I ran with a core group of players, Jackie, Carson, and Brett. And joining us for this is Caleb from the Anti-Brett campaign, which is on the Patreon. This one-shot involves a group of monster hunters going on the hunt for a number of homebrewed monsters based off of my son's artwork. They're kind of terrifying, you know, stuff of nightmares. It's great. Anyways, hope you enjoy.
My family doesn't celebrate Easter. We haven't celebrated Easter probably since I was maybe like 10.
We celebrate Easter. I mean, like tomorrow we're going to the in-laws and they're going to do an Easter egg hunt and stuff. But you know, I'm an ex-Christian, so
That's not true. My mom did Easter baskets for everyone. But we never had like a big Easter dinner, I don't think. Not unless it was with my grandmother.
holiday food is the only reason I like holidays to begin with. Easter was one of those that wasn't a big deal, but the Reese's Easter eggs, like those little Reese's eggs, are like my favorite Easter candy in the world. Or one of my favorite
Reese's
candies
eggs are
in the
good.
world. Not the
Easter
Reese's.
is a ham. Easter is a ham holiday, though. You can take that ham and you can fuck right off. I'm not interested.
Not the Reese's, like Reese Pieces Easter eggs.
No,
They're
I like
Reese
the full
Pieces
eggs.
Easter egg. They're really good. They're just a bigger Reese piece space. My family did like a roasted pork loin or whatever, and that shit was great. But otherwise, who cared about Easter?
I didn't take a +2 longbow, Orion. I went with something else.
Oh, I took the Cloak of Displacement.
Ooh, nice.
Took the glimmering moon bow, which is a +1 longbow. But it does 1d6. It doesn't need ammo, and it does 1d6 radiant whenever it strikes a target.
Are we going to be in rolls?
We are going to try out owlbear.rodeo.
I saw you share that link earlier. I'd forgotten.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
Where did you share this?
there's a link in the chat, the one that Caleb is privy to, that links you to the room.
What are you talking about? Hold on, what are you talking about? What chat?
In the anti-Brett group Whispers, there should be an invite link to bring you to the
Where's Whispers?
Ego Putt.
Why can't I find anything here anymore? Oh, you changed it.
Because
Okay.
I hate the fact that when I search Jackie, it doesn't come up with anything. I have to put in Haskell. Oh,
What was that?
hi, Cab.
Yo!
Oh my gosh.
Loud.
Oh, he's loud.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna turn you down. What's up, Caleb?
Long time no see, Wilson.
I've got him at 79. I've got him at 79, which is still higher than Carson's.
Ain't nobody higher than Carson.
Ew.
That used to be very true.
Carson is actually... Okay, Brett! Carson is actually the lowest one on my list, which is about right for him in my life.
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh my god, Brett, I'm gonna mute you.
That's my character's laugh. His name's Ziggy.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's actually
His
worse.
real name's too long for him to say.
That's
Does
actually
he
worse
have
than Art's laugh.
Does he have the same voice as what's his name?
Yeah, what's his name?
Oh gosh.
I don't have an NPC named what's his name.
No, the
so,
little guy that
I did, but I do
played
now.
with Twig. I forget his name. I love his voice.
The little
I love his voice so
Just the little
much.
guy.
What is his name?
Snicks.
Snicks?
Snicks.
See, I said it first.
I love Snicks' voice.
Okay.
The audio will show it.
I'm sure it will.
What is this?
You know, I'll make that change.
These fucking editors.
I'll copy and put mine before yours, but then I'll leave all the rest of it in.
He's shouting at me.
I'm shouting at everybody right now. I'm hyper.
No, I was just actually shouting at you, Carson.
What is this? Why is there a skull here?
I haven't finished my character sheet. I'm doing that right now.
Necromancer is a lot of fun. I like that homebrewed class that we have in the Discord from somebody. I feel like I should actually, like...
Is there a chat here? Oh, okay, I see. Do you roll in the chat?
Yeah, it's weird. You're the only one in here. There should be a bar at the top left. I don't know what it looks like for people who aren't GM. And there should be a bunch of little, like...
icons.
At least to me, it's, like, shadowed out, and there will be a dice thing that opens up, like, an actual dice table. And then you can pick the way your dice look, which I think is really cool. So you can change the way your dice look, as long as it's all visible to everybody.
Okay, yeah, I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay.
Oh,
I had,
so
like,
if you roll like that...
He put it down for a reason.
Huh? What?
He's just being obnoxious. Just ignore him. Don't feed the beast.
Did you see that?
Ooh.
Did you see that roll?
Ooh, it's popping up in the bottom right for me.
So you saw me roll?
It disappeared. I saw something pop up in the bottom right, and then it disappeared.
Okay, wait, hold on.
You should roll again.
I'll do it again. Wait, hold on. Why are you not working? Did that...
Oh! I can see both those rolls. Oh, that's really cool. That's awesome.
Okay. All right. So, okay. I got it. I got you.
Did I give myself this name? Have I been in this before? Is it?
Yeah. Remember, I had you come in. Oh my, you're drawing.
Undo. How do you undo? There we go.
Don't you dare! It's beautiful.
Remember, Carson, I had you come in that one time just to check it out real quick.
Are you Nigel?
It was like for
Thornberry?
He is.
Not anymore.
Nigel Goodberry.
Where are you?
If you go into the anti-fret group chat.
Yep.
No.
Okay.
Well, that's fine then. You don't get to roll tonight.
I'm just trying to help you.
Oh, that's fine.
I don't.
This
is a really cool. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, I was going to go find the information on the homebrew that Brett's going to use so I could reference it when we...
Alabama Rodeo.
Why am I in the archives? Oh my god, this is going to be so chaotic tonight. It's going to be fun.
Hell yeah.
I don't want it to open there. I want it to open with mine.
I guess I should open my notes for tonight. Oh my god, I'm all over the place now.
Paste.
So, this silver and black bow is engraved with the phases of the moon. You get a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. When you hit with a ranged attack roll using this magic bow, the target takes an extra 1d6 radiant. That's gonna be great. For no reason. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. Okay. Oh, I've seen this. Actually, I read this card. I have the card somewhere. Okay. That's really cool. I like the magic ammunition. Okay, I need to open up my notes. Hi, Caleb.
Hey. I'm
Caleb, I want to introduce you to Brett. He's playing with us tonight. I don't know if you ever met Brett.
Hey, Caleb. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Brett.
You're also going to be...
You sound like a real...
You're going to be playing...
But we can probably...
You're going to be playing with Jackie.
Hi.
Hello, Jackie.
Oh, you sounded so normal.
All right. We can get started then.
Wait, Orion. You didn't introduce yourself.
Oh, yeah, I'm Orion. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm Orion.
Nice to meet you, Orion. I'm glad to be here. Hang on, I'm just bumping roll.
Caleb finally gets to meet the one person I'm meaner to than him. Even though I know you know Carson, right?
Yeah,
you met Carson.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I figured that. Oh god.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had this many people in a game since Blake was in the main campaign.
Hey, why you not letting me join?
Sanctuary. Yeah, Sanctuary.
Sanctuary or Father's Day.
Oh, sorry. I have to admit you. Sorry. You should be able to join now. There we go. Caleb, there is a link in the anti-Brett chat
Mhm.
to the site that we're going to be using tonight.
Okay.
This is a really cool site. I like this site a lot. I feel like if we get comfortable with it, I'll probably start using it for everybody. There's some weird stuff. I like it. Roll20 is a bitch. I hate Roll20. Just to put it simply. So finding something that is not Roll20 is the better option for me. But
I'm ambivalent, but Jackie hates it, so I hate it.
yeah. Well, I feel like anybody who actually spends time like trying to do stuff on Roll20 immediately knows that it is a piece of shit site.
Well, that's the one that I always have issues with trying to zoom out, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
it's just not very, like, I don't know, I just feel like it's not very user-friendly.
It's not intuitive, it's not user-friendly, it is, I am not a fan of it in most things. Is there a color wheel?
It's like Excel spreadsheet. Like if you have a lot of experience using it and you know all the shortcuts by heart and all the hotkeys and everything by heart, then I think you can probably make really good use of it. But if you don't, it's not even worth your time.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Excel either. Whoop. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what's good.
Okay. So we got. Ooh.
Sorry, it was an attack of. Sorry,
Oh, hold
area
on. We should probably
effect.
use our characters' names.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Carl Hungus, Nigel Goodberry, and Ziggy Not Kraza.
Hello.
The Plague. Jackie's the only one using their character. I guess. Is that really?
Okay. Jackie's the only one with a modicum of professionalism here.
I aim to please.
I'd like to know if the color is just based off of like people coming in. Like why? Like Jackie, you're the only one who's blue other than
I'm blue
me.
now.
Oh, nice. I didn't
Oh
even
yeah,
do
you
that.
can change your color. You just have to
Just
go in.
Just
that.
click the
Just
color.
click on the color.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Carson. Fine, I'll be black. I'm fine with that.
I changed
Brett, you
before
can't-
you. Thank
Brett,
you.
you can't. Oh, I can't change your guys' colors. That's gonna drive me nuts. I'm the GM. I should have absolute power. Brett, change your color.
Honor, huh?
That's not me. It literally says
But
your
it's
name
purple,
over
Yeah,
it
your-
in your
and
your
draw.
name.
The GM, so obviously it's you.
See?
How come?
Your name pops
See,
up.
Why is it not purple?
No, you need to change your color now, Brett. You can't be purple. That is me.
Aw, I didn't know Ari was here.
I was about to say you can't. It's Ari, not. I'm so glad this is not the page we're using tonight. I literally put us on this page so that because I knew this would happen.
It's so funny, bro.
God, it's so bad.
It's dumb and it's so
I
funny.
love it.
Screenshotting.
Love it.
I gotta remember to screenshot everything these days.
Oh yeah, we have to show
Yes,
we have to show Lauren all the fun that she missed by being
Yeah.
being
Oh my god, I don't know
being
what I'm
an
doing.
active participant
I didn't mean to
in
click this.
Top
Yeah, I changed my
Insert
color.
prefab. What's prefab? Nothing comes up. Okay. No, stop. Okay. Caleb, you get to actually be involved for the first time where I do, I think, like an intro and everything. I don't think I did one for
That's it.
Mappa Imperium. Are you recording on Audacity, Caleb?
I believe so. I've got it running. It looks like it's picking everything up.
Okay, cool. Sweet. And I put the link to the Google Drive where you'll drop that in the chat also,
Okay.
in the whispers.
Cool.
All right.
Hopefully this goes.
All right, hopefully this works out. Welcome to Adventuring Dimwits and Hyperactive Dragons, aka... Oh, we should have done a clap. Aka ADHD&D, a real play tabletop podcast that uses... Oh, man, I had written this down earlier. I was going to change my spiel, and now, of course, I'm in the middle of it and realizing I didn't change it. So good tonight. Real play tabletop podcast that uses role-playing games to tell stories and mess around a bit. I'm Orion, the DM. With me tonight is Carson.
Hey there.
Caleb.
Hey, that's me.
Brett,
And
Jackie.
Hello.
Save the best.
I have
for
to go in
last.
alphabetical order.
mm-hmm.
I was waiting for somebody to comment on the fact that B comes before C, but
and Caleb comes before Carson for that matter.
Yeah.
it does. I know that too.
The alphabet in Orion's homebrew setting is kind of wonky. He has a hard time separating the real world from it.
He's just that deep in character, man.
Oh yeah.
In character, the real world is Aemon. Earth is the fake world, guys. As I just so you couldn't see it, but I was doing the whole kind of tweaking out like scratch of my neck thing, that people do when they're tweaking.
No, I don't know what that's like. I've never done that.
We are playing. Well, we're playing D&D tonight. We are playing. What are we calling this? The Siblings is kind of what I've been calling it, aka the Glorious Bastards Hunting Company is what Carson named the group.
Nobody ever contested that, so I think it.
I liked it.
Canon.
I think it's canon. Glorious Bastards Hunting Company, and Rollo Haas.
That is me. Now I'll say, is this canonical, or is this just like a what if scenario?
It's Aemon,
Oh no, this
man.
is
Everything's
I'm
canonical.
making this canonical.
Okay.
Time wise for you, Caleb, because Brett, Carson, Jackie are all playing brand new characters that they came up in like the last 2 days.
Yeah.
But
but
that
for
doesn't
you,
mean I'm not emotionally invested in Orontis, though. I very much
Oh,
am.
me too.
I love the name Orontis. I love that we got Orontis, which is very fantasy name, elven name, very good. We got Plague, which is just a great name. And then we got Rollo Haas, which is kind of just a decent fantasy name. I'm not going to say anything about the fact that it's a candy. And then Ziggy.
What's wrong with Ziggy?
First off, Orion, I
Nothing's wrong
named
with
my character after a character from the hit television series Vikings. Okay. Roll up.
And Brett named his character after one of Bowser's kids in Super Mario World.
Well, see, he has a very long name, actually, because his mother was very pretentious and gave him a really long name. But his intelligence is 7, so he has trouble remembering that name. And in fact, if he ever gives the full name, it's a little different every time. So he has to shorten it to Ziggy.
Wait, Brett, you said you were playing a necromancer? So
That's a fat lore drop.
Yeah, he's a necromancer.
Okay, so a wizard.
Nope. Okay, so this is a homebrew necromancer class from 23 Blue Ninja that I found on Reddit.
Caleb's going, a wizard with -2 intelligence? Are you telling me -2 intelligence wizard?
It's like Brett's playing a character that can't be played. It's like, Brett, none of your shit's gonna work, dude.
Okay, well, I did look at
And
my
he's got-
skills, though. It's like, choose 2 of these skills. All but 2 of them are wisdom or intelligence based, and I have -2s in both of those stats. So I went.
Yeah,
with the other 2.
you're gonna multi-class into like what, a druid, a wizard druid that has -2 in both the spellcasting stats.
I'm very charismatic.
Oh yeah.
My passive perception is
I
an
hope
8,
so.
though.
Speaking of wizards, Orion. So I was leveling Rollo up for this for level 4.
Yeah.
I took a feat. I took the magic initiate feat,
Oh.
and so I've got Firebolt and Green Flame Blade as cantrips, and I have the first level Burning Hands spell.
Oh, man, I'm so glad I made the monsters that I did for this. It's gonna be so good.
It's
I was like,
concerning.
man, there's no spellcasters, and this is gonna be not as good against non-spellcasters. And then they're like,
Excuse
What
you?
equipment do I need to have?
I'm a half caster.
Rangers don't count as casters.
I'm a caster.
They have the spell casting feature.
I'm a caster.
I thought you were the only one.
Oh, okay. What equipment? Just standard equipment like leather armor, I guess is what I need to have.
Probably.
Okay.
I mean,
Didn't
you
you
get
look at your armor?
Can I have made leather armor for him?
I don't know if Ziggy's been with you long enough. How long has it? Let's do this. Let's do character introduction and a quick explanation of what the siblings are. I'm gonna have Rolo go first because he's the only one who's not a sibling.
Okay.
So Rolo, why don't you do a quick character introduction and description? We're gonna set this for maybe a year before you met Alora. So this is gonna be a year and a half before the campaign that you're in.
Okay, cool.
So
alright, so
yeah, you can go ahead.
Alright, so Rolo Haas is a blood hunter.
Cal.
Wait, what?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Rolo Haas is a human blood hunter. He's middle-aged, early middle-aged, has some pretty long, thick black hair, a beard. His eyes are a shade of inhuman blue. He has typical kind of light leather armor. He carries a long sword and we would recognize it as a very old early pattern of revolver.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just holstered right there at his side, and the parts of his skin that are visible from under his armor, you can see hints of arcane tattoos inked into his skin. Sometimes you can see bits of scars. He's actually got a pretty nasty scar kind of running down across the front of his face from some sort of altercation. Yeah, that's him. I based his appearance very much off of the main character from the Hell on Wheels show from AMC.
Okay, I've never seen that.
I have no idea what that means, but...
Ooh. Sorry, I'm playing with the chat in Owlbear.
So, Rolo has a revolver?
What's that now?
Yes. Rolo has a
A Rolo-volver.
revolver. A Rolo-volver.
Rolo-volver.
Oh yeah, a revolver. Yeah.
It is a unsanctioned.
Spinning those damn guns.
What?
Nothing.
It is an unsanctioned. I think we said it wasn't made by Snicks. It's somebody else. It's a Commonwealth early prototype of a revolver. So at some point, Rolo might run into Snicks and get a better gun version of it, but who knows? But it's not the great version, but it's decent.
Yeah.
The rumble on Owlbear is where the chat is. At least I think it's the only chat.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool because it has you can hit the red X to just do a full stop, if we ever hit something uncomfortable for people. And then you can do little alerts and stuff. It's actually really cool. So now I'm talking in two chats. Okay. Is that it, Caleb? You covered everything you wanted to cover?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And then, anything else, I'll just try to let that be let that be a surprise.
Okay. Yep. Works for me. Carson or Jackie, do you guys just want to both go?
Carson should go first, because Carson found me.
Okay, that works.
Well,
Car?
He found me too, so yeah, he should definitely go.
So Orontis is a half-elf. His mother was an elf, or is an elf, and his father is or was an orc. So my character, Orontis, and Plague and Ziggy are all half-siblings, all sharing a father. Our father was the most gifted musician in a traveling orc-only
What?
musical troupe called the Orchestra. They traveled Vinduin. They traveled Vinduin. I want to read the whole thing. It was renowned in equal fashion, at least at first, for its novelty as much as for the truly incredible ability of its performers, among which our father stood out. They toured Vinduin, drawing crowds first in the hundreds, then as word traveled about the majesty of the orchestra, the thousands, and everywhere they stopped, be it township or city, the group made merry with the concert-goers after the shows. Libations flowed, the performers rarely having to pay for a drink, and our father's ability made him the talk of every town. He often left these gatherings with companionship, his natural charm and talent earning him the attention and affection of many an admirer. At a certain point, over the better part of a decade, he began choosing a companion during shows, and he would lock eyes with them during an especially impressive piece in the performance, seeking them out afterwards during the after-parties. The results of these wild nights of passion and merrymaking were many a companion left with child, destined to bear and raise them on her own, the orchestra long since having departed for destinations unknown. The last anyone heard of the orchestra was a grand tour of Kelstar, their reputation having reached as far as the war-torn continent. They allegedly reached their destination, but no one knows what happened after that. The orchestra has not been heard from or about in 20 years. So, Arantis learned about his orc parentage from his mother and left his home at a fairly early age and joined a mercenary company of mostly elves and half-elves who didn't really take work for money or fame, worked mostly to just like further the elven cause, which often pitted Arantis against orcs, gnolls, any race that typically doesn't get along all that well with elves. And so he did this to kind of vent his frustration towards his father, but steadily stopped hating that side of himself and left the mercenary company, and felt duty-bound to track down his siblings. So he set up shop, started a hunting company called Glorious Bastards, and set about seeking out a divination wizard who could help him track down his siblings. So now he's just a simple hunter, taking the skills he learned in the mercenary company to make a living and hopefully provide a safe place for his siblings to come, if they don't have anywhere else to go, if they don't already have a life that they like. They can have a found and literal family.
Aww.
Cute.
Jackie.
So Plague, whose real name is Daryl Lee, they are a half-orc, mother human, father orc. They're 6'3", they have dark green skin, their eyes are red with a silver rim. I'll show you appearance. So they are a Way of Mercy monk, and they've got long black hair that they keep in like a French braid. And so part of like the Way of Mercy subclass is getting a mask to wear for when you're utilizing like the skills that you get from that subclass. So they chose a skull mask, but they grew up basically fighting in underground rings, and that mask got in the way, so instead they had their face tattooed to look like a skull. They don't really talk about their mother, but their mom gave them a like small little witch token kind of thing made from a lock of their father's hair. And Arantis saved them from the underground criminal fighting ring, and they've been just kind of helping him out. I also forgot to say, they had a really bad injury for one of their first fights. They got punched in the throat, and it caused irreversible damage. So they do not talk, but they do sign. So.
Oh, jeez.
All right, Brett.
Okay, my character, like as I said before, he has a really long name that he has trouble saying. It's Zigariathus or Zigacatherius, like it's always a little different every time he says it. So he calls himself Ziggy. His mother won't talk about his father. She's very rich tiefling. Snooty, pretentious. He was raised in a great school where he did fine. And he always yearned for adventure. So one day he just left, and in his school he learned how to use magic. And so he is a necromancer. He always has 3 skeletons with him that he has named Ziggy Jr., McRib, and Justin.
McRib?
Look, Justin's the best name.
Yeah,
Justin's great.
So he's always got Junior, McRib, and Justin with him. Sometimes they die, and he brings them back. People have pointed out to him before that they're almost positive that's a different skeleton, but he disagrees.
No, those are my nephews. I can tell them. I know, I can spot them from a mile away, even on a horde of skeletons.
Yeah. And he is always wearing armor made out of bone, and has a big maul that is also made out of bone.
Oh, so this is a Diablo necromancer. Okay.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
I just want you to know, Brett,
and
that
he's
you and I
he's
are...
a wee bit insane. Probably from all his communication with the undead and dead. It's made him slightly unhinged. I don't know how he ran into the other siblings, but
We found you.
they found him
Tracked
adventuring,
you down.
which by adventuring, he was probably like desecrating a corpse out in the woods.
Oh my god.
Ew.
Ew.
Oh, and so he's half orc, half tiefling. He is not very tall for an orc. He's like right at 6 foot. Very pale green skin, fire red hair.
Arantis is olive complected, has the sharp features of an elf for the most part. Is just under 6 feet tall. Has a silver mohawk, and the rest of his head is shaved. Silver eyes, but does have kind of like that orc underbite with the 2 fangs that do protrude up from his bottom row of teeth over his top lip.
Oh yeah, Ziggy's hair is his hair is real long on one side and shaved on the other. And he gets a lot of compliments on it, so he kept doing it, but the first time it was an accident. He was like gonna shave his whole head and then forgot what he was doing and went and did something else, went into town and kept getting compliments on it and was like, oh, okay, I guess people like this look.
We've all been there, Ziggy.
And in the voice chat on Discord, I posted a picture of roughly what the look I was going for when I came up with a character for Rolo.
Oh, it's just Hugh Jackman.
That close.
No.
That is not he. Never mind. No, I'm not going to do this tonight.
Brett, I think that's Patrick Stewart.
I haven't.
Wait, who's Patrick Stewart?
It's all Patrick Stewart to me, baby.
Oh, gosh.
We already have an episode titled The Patrick Stewart Fiasco. We don't need another.
Yeah, that's definitely Hugh Jackman. Now that I'm getting a better look at him.
Yeah, it's definitely Hugh Jackman.
And this one is the Patrick Stewart
And Ryan
reprise.
Gosling.
Oh, Ryan Gosling?
Ryan Gosling.
Is it a singular Ryan Gosling or a Ryan Gosling?
He's literally me.
He's literally me. That's what I look like. I look like Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Okay, let's get...
Let's get the show on the road.
You guys are all monster hunters.
Yeah, sure. If that's what
Correct.
if that's what my siblings are, then hell's yeah,
Yes.
that's what I am.
I mean, we don't have to be at monster hunters. It can be adventurers with private goals and whatnot.
What do you
You gotta
two say
earn the
you
money.
are, though? What are your names?
Plague.
Plague.
Arontis.
What do Plague and Arontis say they are? Do they say they're monster hunters?
Plague doesn't say anything.
It's less monster hunters, like not so much hunting like aberrations or undead, or it's more like your traditional like hunting work. Like if there is a rampaging beast, probably taking down a fair share of like Venators.
Hunters for hire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what Ziggy says he is then.
How long has Ziggy been with the others?
Probably less than a month, right?
Yeah,
Couple
makes
weeks.
sense. How long has Rollo been with you guys?
He also, though, is like super into being part of the family.
Yeah.
He's trying to act like he's been with y'all forever.
I would like to think this is probably like Rollo's first time meeting them.
Like, is there like a mid-hunt meet cute in like the woods or something? You're pursuing the same prey that we are and somehow bump into each other?
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking.
We can go with, you guys could have met up or both been hired by separate people to check out what's going on. So the party has taken on a mission. Basically, somebody's come to you and hired you because a small village, like, near... Like, let's say there's, like, a big town, and then, like, they've been hearing, like, rumors from a small village, like, maybe 15, 20 miles away, where, like, monsters have been attacking this village pretty consistently, and they need somebody to come deal with it. Maybe the person hiring you is from that village and actually specifically came out to find somebody. And maybe maybe there's multiple people, and that's why Rollo comes up and finds you guys. Maybe he even just was like, oh yeah, I'll tag along. And so you guys are on the road to this village. We're not going to do like some crazy, you got to travel. You're heading to this village. We're just going to start there. You make your way down the road. The weather today is heavily overcast. It's very dark and cold. Like, it's just very thick clouds. Not raining, but it has that feel like it could start raining at any moment. So it's a lot darker than it usually is this time of day.
Oh, I love this weather.
Oh, I forgot to say there is one other person with you guys. His name is Leek Wooten. He is a six... Huh?
Is he just peeing all the time?
Yes. No, leek as in like the vegetable.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He is a 6'8", 400-pound silver dragonborn. His scales though have like across his chest, like he's shirtless most of the time, is like in a V pattern up to his shoulders is like a bright green, while the rest of his silver scales are like kind of tinged a little greenish. And then from where the V goes up to his shoulders and then down his back almost makes it look like a green cape going down his back, outlined by his otherwise gray scales.
So homeboy's literally colored like a leek.
He is, like I said, 400 pounds. He is so thick. So thick. A lot of muscle.
Dummy thick.
Probably he's got that like full on. He's got that like full on dad bod where like you can't first glance you're like, oh, he's soft and round, and then next glance you're like, oh, he could probably lift me and throw me about 60 or 70 feet, no problem.
Yeah, he's built like a professional strongman.
Yeah, basically like a real strong man, not like one of those muscle pretty boys.
Yeah.
But he does wear glasses. And usually carries around like a little clipboard that he keeps notes on, and he cannot fight. He has no class. He is just a common NPC.
Yes.
Built like a brick shit house, but he can't do anything with it.
Can't do anything. He stays toward the back of the party most of the time. He is also one of the siblings. His father is also the orc man. That's where he got his green scales from.
This is like our secretary. Like this, like Leek handles all of our like like promotion and like administrative work.
He's our manager.
Essentially,
he's your manager, and he's like in the back talking to Ziggy, and like, well, pushes his glasses up. Since you're so new, you're still on a probationary status. So you don't get full wages yet. You don't get the full percentage.
I'm not here for the money. I don't need money.
Well, we still need money to live, you know?
We do? Why?
This will be the one time my sniffing is on purpose, and I don't try to mute all the sniffing. You need money to be able to... I'm losing his voice. To eat food. All right, so that's Leak.
I don't even have a voice for Orontis, so we'll figure that out as we go. I wish I had a spot on Nigel Thornberry.
Oh god, that'd be so good.
Impression. I'd just go with that.
We couldn't do...
Hello.
This would be too many voices. It would be too many voices that are all kind of a little bit off, if you know what I mean. Ziggy, Leak, and a Nigel Thornberry voice. Man.
It's over there.
Just mix Tim Curry with
right there.
your Stewart voice.
Hey, just eats grass.
And you do...
Jackie, that was very clever of you to make Plague not speak so you didn't have to worry about a character voice.
Oh, and so Plague speaks, or
Signs.
Plague knows ESL, Amen Sign Language.
I guess we
Which
all
is
do.
Thieves Can't.
So
Not
you must have
everyone
missed
does.
you must have missed this part of the chat. Rollo, you don't know Thieves Can't, do you?
I don't believe so. No.
I didn't think so. I think we already had this discussion because of Alora, because Alora knows Thieves Can't and nobody else in that party does.
My languages are common, giant, and undercommon.
Yep. Okay. And so the only person who has Thieves Can't as a language, I'm pretty sure, is Plague, and then Arantis can speak it.
Which Thieves Can't, in my mind, is still a, like, verbal language, but it also incorporates sign language.
Yeah, we've basically turned Thieves Can't into a basically like sign language for the most part. Like, yeah, there is that whole speaking aspect of Thieves Can't, of the like actual real Thieves Can't. Mm-hmm. But a lot of what we've done with Eamon, especially after Theron and Haskell, has been like it's a very much sign language, and anybody who is deaf or mute would be able to speak it, which makes it really interesting when you think about thieves going like signing stuff to each other, and then like some random person walking down the street signs back because they're deaf. Mm-hmm. I love it. The only difference would be like a deaf person, like the symbols and then the spoken versions probably wouldn't be as known to somebody who is just like deaf or mute.
Can I ask a quick question?
I imagine the verbal part of it is mostly like slang terms that only someone that's like, raised up and taught it would understand the reference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically. Go ahead, Brett.
So my character says I have my slot level for my spells is level 2, and I have 2 spell slots. Does that mean I just have 2 spell slots that I can spend on level 1 or level 2 spells?
Mm-hmm. I think that's how that works, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Necromancer has a kind of a weird casting situation. It's a little bit more like a Warlock build. Mm-hmm. But yeah, your slot level at 5 is 2nd level, so you can cast any of your spells up to 2nd level, basically.
Okay. Cool beans.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cast everything at 2nd level. Why wouldn't I?
I know. I don't know. So you're walking down this road, and like it's dark, almost rainy, but not quite rainy. Has that kind of cold humidity. You pass by like some. You pass by some like little thicket, or man, I did that earlier today. Thatched like roof houses. You don't see people. Like, you're nearing where the village is supposed to be. You see houses and stuff along the road, but you don't see anybody. And then you come upon a I like that I write this stuff down and I'm looking at it like, I don't want to say this. You you get closer to the village, and there's a small wooden picket fence that surrounds the entire town. Like, you can look over it. It's probably, like, maybe 1.5 feet tall. Like, it wouldn't even stop a halfling from crossing it. There's no gate, and the road just leads right to this small village. Maybe 24 houses, which with, like, thatched roofs and just very simple homes, all within
You've
sight.
now said thatched roofs 2 times and said we're monster hunters. Are we hunting Trogdor?
Nothing's on fire.
That
should be an immediate sign.
The countryside.
There's 24 thatched roof buildings within sight, and you can see the village meanders its way kind of like past these. Like, you see more houses in the back, and the woods get thicker, and they kind of, like, in the shadows of the woods, you can see that there are probably more buildings back that way. It is quiet, and there is a faint smell of cooking meat, but that is it. What do you guys do?
So do we know what we are, is this investigating rumors? Did somebody come to us specifically with a job?
I want that to be up to you guys. Would you respond to rumors, or would this have to be a job that you picked up? Like, if you heard, oh, there's monsters terrorizing a village nearby, would you be like, oh, we'll take care of that?
That's up to Leek.
Well,
Leek's our manager.
And if Leek is here, to me, that kind of indicates that we haven't actually, like, made a formal contract with a client. Maybe we're hoping to, so maybe we're here investigating rumors.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much what Rolo does for a living, so...
Also,
yeah.
I want to say I'm caught up on the text now, and that's exactly how it is. Is that my character kind of had been around just long enough to kind of have picked up on Thieves' Camp, but messes up 90% of it.
Yeah.
Orion's example is... No, it's Jackie's example. Plague signed something, Brett's character. They said they want to fuck your mom.
You gonna read the rest of it?
Orion, no, that was good enough. Orion just meet. They said meet your mom. Brett's character, isn't that the sign for meat, like the food? I thought they were being
cheeky. And then I chime in with Leek Wooten from behind with their clipboard and glasses. No, the sign for meat is this, and then makes an obscene hand gesture. Yes. So we have. I just want to say we have 3 levels of understanding plague. We have Arantis and Leek. We have 4 levels. We have Arantis, who probably speaks fluently enough. They've been with plague for like a half a year or longer.
No, it's been multiple years.
Oh, it's been multiple years? Okay. I couldn't remember. I thought I heard 6 months at some point, but there's so much random chat. So multiple years. We have Leek, who's probably been with them for like a year or so, and even though Leek is smart and studious, they probably have a hard time with the actual sign language part of it. Like, it probably is a little bit hard for them to recognize. Maybe it's because of their glasses and bad vision. They're nearsighted. That's the one that can see close up, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm
for some reason, I always feel like it's the opposite. If you say you're nearsighted, it means you can't see close up, but you can see far. But
you're nearsighted. Your sight is near. You know.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Some things are weird.
Some things are.
But when you're nearsighted, like I am, it genuinely doesn't matter. You just can't see.
Yeah. So Leek is nearsighted, so they can. If Plague is nearby, they can kind of catch what they're saying, but if they're farther away, they have to guess a little bit. And then there's Ziggy, who understands just enough to always be wrong.
Just enough to be annoying.
Just enough to be a little bit off. And then there's Rollo, who probably doesn't speak it at all and has no idea what Plague's saying. And who is going to have to rely on the other ones to tell him what.
So I have a question.
But can communicate to Plague.
When Plague talks, does that mean, Jackie, you're going to be like, so Plague signs this? Yes. And then just someone will chime up or chime in and say what you said?
If we wanted to if we wanted to make this a lot of fun,
I could just text Carson. What
I kind of want to do that. I don't know how great that would be
I'll
for
do
podcast
that, and
audio, but
I'll only speak with directions on what Plague is doing.
Well, I would kind of like to know too, so I can be.
I was gonna say, can you text Carson and Brett? But Brett then has to come up with a way that's
Yes.
completely
Okay. Yeah.
wrong. Thank you.
Or
I don't.
You text.
You don't
You
need.
text Brett something wrong.
No, I want
That's too
Brett
much work
to
for
come up.
Jackie.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Brett's
I
gotta
want
do
Brett.
it.
Yeah, Brett has to do it. I don't need to know because Leek is just gonna be like hiding most of this time anyways. So, and I love this. I love this so much. Maybe it won't work out in the audio format that we are doing this, but I love this idea so much.
This is absurd.
It's so dumb. But
It's excellent.
it's so good.
It's so much
All right.
better on ourselves than it has to be.
Yeah.
On purpose.
All right, guy. What do you guys? So Leek would say, "I heard rumors, and maybe there's somebody who's willing to pay." I'm not. I lost his voice completely now. Sorry, I gotta go. I've heard rumors. I feel like I'm gonna slip into Ziggy. I heard rumors, and there's someone that will probably pay to stop these monsters. To do this voice, I have to literally push my nose up, like just with like the image of pushing glasses up, and then like scrunch my face to make myself make this noise.
So, are there people milling about around us?
There is nobody. You don't see anybody.
But the scent of meat cooking is on the air.
Yes, it is very
I'd
quiet.
I'd like to follow that scent. I would like to very sneakily approach that scent.
Okay, that sounds like you're making a move. No, oh, whoops, wrong game.
Yeah.
Plague is gonna sign something.
God. I need you to make a stealth roll, and then I need you to make a.
All of us?
No, well, if you're following him, he's stealthily trying to follow a scent.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this is probably a perception roll.
I'll do that.
I just want to look around. We're looking for someone. I want to look for someone rich.
Yeah.
Okay.
So can I roll perception?
What do you?
Is this how this works?
I don't know how to roll.
Do I add my modifier at the bottom where it says bonus?
Thanks.
Yeah, probably. That's a 5
12
for
for
plague.
stealth for plague.
Oh.
Oh wait, there's no
12
one in the
stealth.
town, is there? So I can't really look
There's
for anyone.
I mean, I was gonna make you roll with disadvantage.
It's a 27 for
Ooh,
Arontas.
that's really
how
cool.
did you add?
Bonus at the bottom where it says plus/minus. You can also do advantage or
Okay,
disadvantage.
if you scroll down. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Oh, what's fairness mean? Test dice fairness. Okay. Nah, I don't
Make
care
sure
about
nobody's
that.
cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and it shows
You
your
can hide
guys'
rolls there too.
It shows your guys' numbers next to your name.
Well,
The chat is really cool because I found out that in the chat I can send a private message to any of you, as well as to myself. Which I don't understand the point of that. I mean, I guess I do for notes and stuff.
Yeah,
but it's pretty cool.
Notes.
So nobody sees what I messaged myself where I asked if anybody could see that.
No, did you see me say I can send myself messages?
No, so I'm glad we both did the same thing.
I saw the message, Orion, where you said, "Oh, I can send private messages."
I sent that only to you.
Yeah.
I was going to send each of you a separate message, and then I was like, nah, it's too much work right now. I'm already distracted enough tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, let's...
I want to just wander off in the other direction. Me and my three boys, we're just going to go off the other way, and I'm just going to be walking around looking for somebody with lots of money.
Rolo just kind of like takes in like everybody kind of doing their own thing and just making a big production of themselves. He just kind of like sighs, rolls his eyes, and goes, "Amateurs."
So, did you roll perception too, Carson, or is that just your... Which roll is that for you?
No, that was stealth.
Okay.
I will roll perception.
Oh, man. I can click on your name, and it will show me your roll, and then I can click on your dice, and it will show me the breakdown of your roll, which is awesome. I really like that.
Oh, I
Jackie,
have to roll
are you...
perception. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
It's only a 10 for perception. It's a 3 plus 7.
So right now, Jackie's got the low stealth roll. with you having the high stealth roll, and let's hope Plague has the high perception roll.
Yeah, let's hope they saw something.
13.
Okay.
One more than my stealth.
Brett, or Ziggy, roll, I guess, investigation with disadvantage, and then Rollo. What are you doing? Like, so you've got Plague in.
If there's like some sort of like inn or something, or maybe like, because that's usually where people are gathered. That's usually where there's like a board, with stuff posted on it. He's looking for just like a common area that the village would have, because that's usually where people are wanting to do business at.
Okay. Why don't you make an investigation roll then?
Alrighty.
Do I see smoke?
You do not see smoke. You guys all immediately splitting the party 3 ways is just... man. Do you see the map?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll put this map in the Discord at some point too, but this is I did this in about 30 minutes today.
It looks really good.
Okay, how do you roll?
I'm getting better.
How do I make the dice roll?
Click on the dice.
That's what I'm doing.
So click on the D20. It puts it on the table, and then a little thing should pop up that says roll.
Oh.
Nice nat 1, GM.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh, okay. Well, nothing's popping up that says roll. Oh, hang.
Like when you hover over it.
Okay, let's.
Like there's not a.
Oh, okay.
Not a little.
Never mind. I got it now.
Oh, cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
total.
20.
Yeah, dirty 20.
Does it pop up for the rest of you when he rolls, like on the bottom right side of the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome. I love that a lot. Brett, are you rolling? Brett, are you with us? Brett, did you die?
Oh, I was muted.
Brett, are you in this room?
I have a spinny wheel for my map for Owlbear Rodeo.
Uh-oh. What?
My computer's kind of freaking out right now. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. If you need to roll in the Discord, that is fine.
Okay. Yeah, I can get on that.
It says you're not in Owlbear Rodeo anymore. So
do I? I may have to rejoin.
Yeah, you might have to rejoin.
Do I have disadvantage?
Yes, you have disadvantage.
Okay.
You guys are just making my job so much more complicated by going off in separate directions.
So that's a 4.
Jeez. All right, let's do this the easy route. Dang it! Why is the necromancer not named Plague?
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative. No, Ziggy, you head off to you enter this town past the picket fence and immediately start making your way to the left. This is really kind of fancy looking building to you. It looks like it could be maybe a temple or something, like maybe a religious building. So you start heading that way because you know that when there's religion, there's rich people.
Yeah.
The other two, Plague and Arantis.
That's where I'm going?
You're going to the left, yes.
Alright, cool.
You're going west. Plague and Arantis, you guys start stealthily-ish moving to the east.
Wherever
you move right. Because you do kind of catch the whiff of this, cooking meat. And you start making your way past, a few small buildings, a few small houses, toward a willow grove, and you see a little pond off to the eastern side. And as you head this way, the smell does grow a little bit stronger, but you're still not quite sure if you're heading in the right direction. But you do come upon a manor house that is sitting next to this pond. Rollo, you rolled a 20. You find the inn. You go straight in. Ziggy goes to the west. The other two go east, and then kind of northeast, really. You head straight through this town, through a cherry grove that has a bunch of blooming cherry trees. Very nice, beautiful pink flowers that are in the center of town. And you head, just due north, and you find, a nice little... it's an inn. It's got a name.
And its name is... The Old Best Western.
Oh my god. That's a funny name. The Smiling Vampire Inn.
Did you just randomly generate that?
Yep. I have an app that does a lot of random generating for me, and I love it so much.
That's funny. Please tell me it's just like some big goofy ass like Dracula on the side. The widow's peak, the cape, and everything.
Oh, sorry. That place is in Durga, maybe still, and that one is called that one has Dragula shows. Anyways.
Wait, Dracula shows or Dragula shows?
Yeah,
yes.
You heard it right.
All right,
back in.
Yep, I see you.
Yeah, Rolo walks in to the inn, the smiling vampire, and I like to think that if there's a shot, from the inside, you see like whoever's like milling about, people, in the inn, I don't know, getting drinks or eating or something, and the door just kind of like opens into you see all the gloomy, foggy outside, and you just see like the silhouette of Rolo standing there with his hood over his head, very ominous looking.
Looking all egg.
Oh, it's super.
And just behind you is Leek.
Pushing his glasses.
It's super.
It appears you found the inn, sir.
This shit brick house of a dragonborn.
It's super imposing and like very dramatic, and there's nobody in the inn. Rolo makes a great entrance, and there's nobody there.
Yeah. Rolo, no one's around to hear, but Rolo just kind of like mumbles to himself, "Damn."
You hear in the distance, Justin, why did we come this way?
Hey, Ziggy, I need you to make a perception roll.
Just a regular one?
Yeah, just a regular perception roll.
Oh,
Arantis and
good.
Plague, what are you guys doing? You're kind of like near this like little like this like picturesque pond. Like this is a very beautiful town. If it wasn't weirdly dark and if there were people here, this pond has like is just a very pretty pond with like a lot of willow trees around it. The fall foliage is pretty, and there's a nice manor house right next to it. It's probably the biggest building in town, it looks like. What do you guys do?
Have there been signs around that people have recently been living here? Like, are houses dilapidated? Are gardens well taken care of?
Everything looks like in good shape.
This looks pretty recent. Wow, this whole village just got raptured. That's crazy.
Lathander.
I know we just went over.
They got lathered.
But I don't know how to roll either. Oh, I bet I hit this one.
So there's a dice button on the top left side.
Is it that
and
one?
that like scroll thing. And then you go over and there's these dice and you can pick the color of your dice.
Oh my gosh. That means oh wait, I have to hit roll.
Yep.
So that's
my
one,
God.
not natural.
Not natural.
3 minus 2.
You hear
What do I see?
You see nothing, and you hear a kind of
What?
Junior, are you speaking? I knew you could do it. He grabs Junior's skull and is shaking him. I knew it. Oh, I
you
love
see
you, Junior.
a porch swinging a little awkwardly, and like, but there's no breeze or anything, and it just is making this noise as it swings a little bit. As it slows down.
A porch swing that sounds like Peter Griffin, apparently.
Junior, I'm so proud.
This is you guys just made this stuff. Okay, Arantis and Plague, what are you guys doing?
I guess I'd like to go up to this manor house. It seems like if
Before you start walking towards the manor, I think Plague is going to give a short whistle and motion to behind us to signify that we split up.
Because no one talked. We all just went different directions.
Yes. Okay, Arata signs back, or turns and nods, and
They do sign to you.
turns and nods and signs back. You're right, bad idea. Let's go find Ziggy.
I want to investigate that porch swing. I think something special's going on there.
Okay, you make an investigation roll on the porch swing.
Okay.
God, I hope it's a mimic. Please be a mimic. Please be a mimic. Please be a mimic.
No, my favorite thing about this whole thing is that Brett loves mimics, and I just never give him a mimic to fight.
That's a 4.
My God, your
6
rolls. Like, it's not even like just your stats tonight. It's literally you are not rolling well.
Yeah.
I mean, his stats aren't helping.
But if this
Oh, no,
-2 was
they're not,
plus
but-
2, both these rolls would have still been shit.
Yeah, they would have been shit. His rolls would have all been shit, whether or not.
It would be what, an 8 and a 5 instead of a 1 and 4.
What are you doing to investigate this swing?
Oh, well, I think since I rolled a 4, he probably has walked up to it. He looks under it, and then he's holding the front of it and like pulling it forward, and then looks behind it, and then he pushes it back. You know, kind of moves his head to the other side. He's looking that way, and then he'll pull it and like look up at the chain where it's attached.
You look up at the chain where it's attached?
Yeah, he just follows the chain up. You know, sees where it's attached to the ceiling. Just nodding.
It's not. There's no ceiling.
Well, that's strange.
What there is two very, very bulky arms holding the chain in place, trying to keep it still.
Oh no.
And as you look up,
I think I know what no one's.
a like the only way to describe this is these two bulky arms are holding the chains up. You look up and it's kind of like it's got
Well, that's interesting.
chicken legs. It's got chicken legs that are holding it to the side of this building where there used to be a roof, but now it's just holding itself there. It's got like weird chicken feathers around its butt kind of thing going on. They're not really chicken, but they're kind of chicken. Like, it's weird. And its head is, the best way to describe it is Stewie Griffin, like a football, with one eye in the center and like lots of long orange eyelashes, not around the eye, but around the head itself. And it is probably, it's probably bigger than Leek.
So,
Oh my god, I hate this thing.
I think with a 4, it, like,
Your
I
son
feel like I'm cheating finally since I rolled.
has cursed us all.
So I feel like it would
I'm gonna-
be.
Hold on, guys. Orion, stay where you're at. I'm on my way to Ohio right now to beat you personally.
Me too, Orion, I am on my way to a.
Oh, okay. Come on.
And, you know, also hang out because Caleb's going to get lost.
Oh yeah, Caleb's definitely gonna get lost.
Oh yeah.
You know how he is.
Me just driving aimlessly around the whole state of Ohio.
No idea where you are, but I'm gonna find you.
Orion! Damn it.
Orion!
What does Ziggy do when he sees this thing?
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. With a 4, like, I feel like it's cheating for me to really have found it. So I feel like he would just kind of take it in stride and be like, oh. And then look down, and he's still just, like, kind of checking out the porch.
Oh my lord.
I feel like this would be more like a Scooby-Doo moment. Like, you just, like, look up there, see the monster, like, oh. And then, like, go back to what you're doing, and then realize, oh, shit.
Yeah, who can really know what's going on in Ziggy's brain? Was he thinking about something else when he saw it and didn't notice it? Did he just think it's decor holding up the
It's decor.
swing? You know, like, who
this
knows?
fucking Lovecraftian horror.
Mm-hmm. He's just like, huh. And he turns and...
what's your
go in
AC?
the house. 17.
Your AC is a 17?
Yeah. I got that bone.
I just shared an image of what my
Oh, my
son
made
drew
up
that
bones.
is this creature.
Ugh.
Where?
It's too many lashes in not the right spot.
Yep. Oh my god, I can't believe that.
Like I said, yeah, Lovecraftian horror right there. If we were playing Call of Cthulhu, we would have to roll sanity checks.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how this. Oh my god. Okay. It swings the swing at you, and completely misses, sending it flying, and then it like drops to the ground next to you and punches at you with one of its massive arms, and completely misses again because I rolled a natural 1 and a natural 3.
Whoa.
Oof.
Well, you are beautiful. But slow.
So you're not like screaming for help or anything. You're just like, okay, this happens to me every day.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't happen every day. This is a once in a lifetime thing, man.
Do you do anything
like this?
right now? Okay. Since you guys decided to separate and make this, since you guys decided to go your completely and utterly separate ways, right now we have this thing against Brett, and I'm going to let them both take a turn, and then we'll switch to someone else's view, since you guys made this more difficult
Would
for
we
me.
hear the swing crash against something after the monster hurled it?
Rontus and Plague are on the way back to where they saw us.
This is a 6-second thing, so once we get to your guys' turn, I just want Brett to now have an action or a turn that you can do things, Ziggy. What do you do?
So the thing's directly on top of me, right?
Yeah, he is standing over you. How tall is Ziggy?
6 foot.
And it is probably over 7 feet tall. Probably close to 8. Okay. And it is standing over you. Its arms are probably as big as your entire body.
Jeez. Okay. It is only 7 feet, though, right? It's 7 feet tall with arms.
What?
You said it's 7 feet tall, but its arms are as long as me, right?
Yeah, it's standing on its chicken legs. It is 8 feet tall, and in its arms, its arms are as big as you, are probably 6 feet long.
Okay.
And as wide. Its arms are wider than its body. Each arm by itself. When my kid grows up older, gets old enough to listen to this podcast, I can't wait for him to hear me try to be his monsters. So what are you doing, Brett? What's your turn, Ziggy? What are you doing?
I'm going to, as an action, command. So as an action, you mentally command any number of undead thralls to take a specific action against a specific target or for a specific goal, such as blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell them to... God, they can do so much stuff.
I know, they're crazy. It's awesome. I do like the fact that bone thralls taking bludgeoning damage, taking an additional force damage because they're bone thralls.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, so that's just 3 attacks. I was just making sure.
Okay.
I didn't think I would be in combat by myself.
At least you have your thralls, I guess.
And they get to use my attack modifier, which is really good.
Oh, that is really good.
So that's a 19, a 21, and a 15 are their attacks.
I'm reading up on your thrall stuff. If you command a thrall to attack a creature, you do not need to use this action on your following turn to repeat that command. The thrall will just keep attacking until it is no longer a valid target.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's awesome. So I can do stuff. I can attack 2 next turn. Nice.
If you tell it to dash to the bandit, it will do so until it can no longer perceive the bandit. You cannot give general commands such as attack every creature until they are all dead. You cannot do that. You have to have a target. Okay. All right. I was just reading up on that. Oop. Okay. So you rolled. Shit. I clicked on your dice and it all disappeared.
It was a 19, 15, and 21, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I was clicking on it to try to see it, and the 19, I remember 19, so.
Okay. So how many?
19, 15, and 21?
Yep.
Okay. The creature very quickly puts its arms in front of itself, completely blocking its body, and only the 21 hits.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So do your damage, Thrall. I'm really excited about throwing this thing against all your bone thralls. It's so much fun. Punchy McPuncherson. Actually, Caden named this thing. It is Ultra Punch.
Ultra Punch, I love it.
Oh man, Bone's the only one that doesn't do something cool.
Yeah, Bone is the worst one. I didn't say that when you picked Bone, but Bone is the worst one.
Well, I just did it for the thralls.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no. I rolled 3.
The only other necromancer we have in this world is Fudge Ball of Darkness.
Hey, that's max damage. That's
Ooh, nice.
So 9 necrotic damage.
Okay. 9 necrotic damage. Okay. Plague. Ultimate punch. Plague. And what's your name? Arantis. What are you guys doing?
Are we hearing any of this? Are we hearing?
You probably heard the
sounds
crash. The crash of something being thrown.
Probably making double time back to where we heard the sound of crashing.
Yeah.
Okay. It's probably like over 100 feet away because you're on like the opposite side of town from which way he went. But you can like get close enough to see what's going on. Like you see next to this like little mini temple, a really large, fat-armed creature standing next to 3 bone thralls and Ziggy.
Oh,
I mean, do I have a line of sight on this thing?
Yeah, you got line of sight.
Yeah, I'm shooting. I'm shooting at it.
Okay, take your shot.
It's an 18, which I know doesn't hit, and a 27, which I'm pretty sure does.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, so this is... Okay, so I do 1d8 plus 6, and then because this is a creature that has already been damaged, I do another d8 for Colossus Slayer from Hunter, and I do a d6 of radiant damage from my bow.
Okay.
get after it, son.
Get his ass, Aranthus. Get his ass!
So this is my d8 plus 6, so that's 13. I didn't add the plus 6, I just rolled the
Okay.
7. D6 or the D8 for Colossus Slayer. So 17 total so far.
Yeah, my only problem so far with this is not having the rolls like recorded where you can look back.
Archived.
Yeah.
It's 22 total damage.
Oh, is there a history? No history. Roll dice to add to the roll history. What?
I bet it only shows your own. It does. It shows
Does it show-
mine.
Okay, so at least you have your own. Okay, cool.
It's not right.
That's fine then.
But it was 13.
Okay, so how much damage, Carson? Sorry, we're all over the place tonight.
Yeah, sorry.
It was 23 total, but I can't remember my second rolled out because it was 7 plus 6. Then I rolled Colossus Slayer.
This is what, piercing and radiant damage?
It's piercing. I can't remember if Colossus Slayer has a specific damage.
I think it's just a straight damage. I don't think it's any... I think it's
Yeah.
just on top. So.
Piercing and radiant.
Okay, cool. 27.
Double for the radiant.
Isn't that what you said? Why are you getting double for the radiant?
I think he was asking if this.
No. How do you see your roll history?
It's
You
under the
can't,
dice.
I don't think.
Hide roll, bonus, history. Click it, and then like mine says, my first roll was 1d20 minus 2. My next one was 1d20 minus 2. You click on it, and it shows what you rolled. Oh, no, it doesn't. It re-rolls it. It just re-rolls it.
Ah, well, that's a
That's
bummer. I will have to
stupid.
see if there's another dice roller in here that will actually track dice rolls.
Well, last time I clicked roll
I
history,
think it was
rolled
20.
the same
I think it was 23 total around.
23 total? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 of it radiant, and the rest of it, and then piercing,
And then the
13 piercing, and then just
Colossus. Okay.
5 more. Yeah, 5 more of it Colossus Slayer.
Okay, cool. Is that your whole turn?
As a bonus action, I should have done this first. You know what? No, I'll hold on to that.
Okay.
I don't want to cast it and then get hit by this thing and lose concentration when I can't even use it this turn. So
Yeah.
Don't
Okay,
damage
well,
it
it's
too badly. The autopsy.
Plague, can you do anything from this range?
How far am I?
At this point, like, we're gonna say you guys already did your movement toward this, so you're probably about 60, 70 feet away. You're halfway across town, so, you can't
Okay,
quite
well,
get there
I'm
this
just
turn.
gonna dash. That's my movement twice?
That's your movement again. So you got closer. Okay.
Okay. My movement is 40, so I move 80.
Okay. I don't...
it's gonna technically you could spend a key point and bonus action dash and get there, but
Well, I was saying that you're 70 feet away after you did your basic movement, is what I was trying to say. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Were you doing that from 30?
So then you would have bonished.
Astonished.
Ooh, okay. This map is really small. I am adding tokens. I don't know how to connect them to you guys.
Oh, those tokens.
Can you see the tokens
Tiny.
I'm putting on?
Yeah, you gotta
Can
zoom in,
indeed.
but I do see them.
Yeah, you have to zoom in because this is a town. Like, this is a legitimate town, so... Rollo, I'm trying to find something for you that isn't... I guess I'm just going to put the fighter one. They don't have, like, a werewolf option. Oh, wait, beast.
Uh-oh.
Maybe if I find a... That's a fae. Oh, there we go, monstrosity. That's going to be Rollo. Rollo's up here.
That feels like it should be the thing that we're fighting.
But it looks like
the
I think it's perfect.
No, the thing that you're fighting is the aberration I just put next to
Okay,
Ziggy.
that's
Oh,
good.
am I
It's a
the
giant eyeball. You are the skull, Ziggy. No,
skull
stop
with
it.
an
You're
eyeball on it?
No, you're the skull. The eyeball is the thing that you're fighting.
Oh, okay.
Stop.
I
Zoom
got you.
in.
And then Rollo, you're up top. Can you claim your tokens, guys, or name
No,
them?
I edited the text of the one, but it didn't work.
Okay. We'll play with this more in the future. This is our first attempt, so.
Attach.
Okay, cool. Okay, all right. Rollo, you hear a crash from somewhere else in town, but you're also in this inn. What do you do?
You said there's nobody in the inn, right?
It is completely empty.
All right, yeah. Rolo would just hear the crash and kind of run out the inn. Is Leek still there? I assume.
Run out the end.
Leek is sitting in between all these cherry blossom trees and taking notes on his notebook, on his clipboard. So he's kind of in between you and the rest of them right now, because they're all toward like the entrance of town. Probably coming out of the inn, you can see them off toward like the entrance of town. At least Plague and Arantis.
Yeah. Rolo kind of runs out, looks at Leek, and goes, "What the hell was that?"
Leek looks up from his clipboard. There's a monster. Oh, sorry. There's a monster.
Yeah, there's a monster.
Really trying to do my best, Urkel voice, and it's just I'm having problems.
And Rolo's just kind of looks at him and says, "Well, get off your ass and do something, you useless purse!" And he runs off in the direction of the monster.
Okay, you're not gonna make it there right now, but
yeah, I'm gonna say what I get, maybe right here.
Yeah, it seems about right.
How do I zoom in on this map?
I mean, I just do the
mouse wheel.
The mouse wheel. I don't know what you're using though.
Oh, I'm on a laptop.
Mouse wheel.
Just use the trackpad.
I just pinched the trackpad like you're zooming in on a phone.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can. All these are just unnamed characters. I got to figure out how to. Okay, so you make it. You can't really see the monster. It's on the other side of the little temple. Why don't you guys all... Let's just all roll initiative now, because we're kind of all in it now.
Sounds like a plan.
Or... This has been a little bit all over the place.
Yeah, it has.
No, it's one of our sessions.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Usually, I'd roll initiative right away, but because you guys all went separate ways, I was trying to I could have them fight, but now you're all running toward each other. It's like, I guess we'll do it this way. I don't know.
I have a 15.
I got a 19 plus 5, 24.
I rolled a 14.
9 for
9.
Plague.
The monk, whose initiative should be the highest, rolled a 9.
I have a plus 5 dexterity as well.
Funny how that works.
Is everyone still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
I think Orion might be trying to figure out how to do initiative
Super
within
quiet.
the website. Dad?
Oh no, Caleb found him. So fast, Caleb.
Wait, what?
You said you were going to Ohio to beat his
Oh.
ass.
you thought you could hide from me, Orion? Yes, son of a gun.
Caleb's gonna
I'm
share.
taking this
Still talking
opportunity.
and
I need to pee.
I need to go get my computer charger. Caleb actually is going to share his location with Orion, and Orion's just going to send him hotter and colder as Caleb drives around Ohio.
I'm at the office and someone has started printing things. It's weird
Oh no.
because no one's here. I'm gonna go to the printer while everyone's gone, pick up the paper, and it's gonna be
All right.
turn around.
You turn around.
Yes, sir. Everybody left, man.
Oh, okay. Why are you so windy?
Me?
Yeah, you. Like half the time you're speaking,
What
it
do you
sounds
mean?
like wind's blowing by you.
I have no clue.
Hmm.
Like, does it right now?
Not
Has
right
it been
now.
doing it all night, or since you've been back?
I just noticed it now.
I don't know. I've just been sitting in my office. Oh,
Huh. Okay. What's your dexterity modifier, Ziggy?
+1, so I have a 15.
Okay.
Also, while they're gone, I'm going to take this chance to tell you I lied about my AC
Okay.
Oh, I'm back.
because
Hi.
since my thralls are nearby,
Yeah.
my
So
AC is
19.
a 19.
Yeah, you get a +2 because of
Right
your
now,
thralls.
Yes, sir, I do.
I was putting in everybody's initiative, and then my mouse froze, and I thought, "Oh no, my mouse froze." And then I realized I couldn't hear anything anymore, and then like nothing was working at all. So I was like, "Oh, I'll turn off my computer, and turn it back on." Wouldn't it be great if my computer just crapped out on me now?
Perfect.
All right,
Jackie, are you back?
they
that-
were.
Yeah.
Hear that?
Okay, all right.
Yep.
Let's get back into this. I had you guys roll initiative. We're officially in initiative now, so we're just gonna go by that order. And I'm pretty sure Arantis was first.
24 probably does
Yep.
do it, yeah. Okay. I would like to... I have the half-elf, wood-elf heritage feature that allows me to hide even when I'm only partially obstructed by like foliage and things like that.
Oh yeah, yep.
So I would like to hide.
Okay, so make a stealth roll.
Yes.
I like Owlbear, but I don't know if I like the dice rolling without the history, and then also I don't get notifications if I'm not on Owlbear, so then I have to like trust you guys to read them to me.
So 21.
Okay,
Love the map.
21 hits.
Oh, I love the map. See, I never saw that.
I was rolling stealth.
Oh yeah, 21 hits on your stealth. That's what I said.
Is Carson
I
Carl
should have casted
Hungus?
Hunter's Mark first. It's
that's Rollo.
verbal. I'm Nigel Goodberry. Okay, so while hidden, my attack is made with advantage. Yes.
Yes.
No, is that not the way that works?
I think
I've
so.
been raised, and by
Definitely
raised I mean trained as a DM on rogues,
definitely.
and
works
rogues get advantage from hiding. So I think if you're hidden, you can have advantage as a ranger.
Yeah, I don't think it's a rogue thing. I think it's a if you're hidden.
Yeah, I think if you're hidden, you have advantage because they don't know you're there.
Yeah.
Does that mean anybody gets advantage though if you're within 5 feet of an, like, would they get an advantage on it because you're within 5 feet of the monster?
Hold on.
Or is that a rogue
Rogues
I
thing?
was
don't get
I was
advantage
basing
if they
this
get sneak
off of
attack.
sneak it.
Orion. They don't have advantage if someone's within 5 feet. They get sneak attack if someone's within 5 feet. Or if they have advantage.
You think with the amount of rogues you and Jackie make, I would have this down pat, but for whatever
No,
reason,
because
But
we
it's-
go over this all the
You
time,
never
and
will.
you're
I
like,
know!
no, you can't do it because you're not within, or you're not hidden, and I'm like, but there is someone within 5 feet.
You're like, yep, that doesn't matter. That doesn't give you advantage. Well, damn it, Orion.
Hidden creatures have advantage on their attack rolls. While your PC is hidden, they gain the benefits of an unseen
Okay.
attacker in combat. This
Okay.
essentially means you'll be able to attack enemies who can't see your PC, and your attack rolls are more likely to succeed because they have advantage.
All right. Okay. I am going to attack with
But
advantage.
you don't get sneak attack because you're not a rogue.
Thank you. That's correct.
He's learning.
I'm going to use the sharpshooter feature and take a -5 penalty.
Okay. Oh, you love that feature. It's like
Well, it's because
He does.
it's one of the best in the game.
it's like whatever his name was for the
Dim.
Wheel of Time campaign. Vin?
Dim.
Den? Den.
Oh my gosh! And I rolled like Den
Oh
too.
my god.
6 and a 4, hot hand.
I am revealed, I assume, upon firing arrows from my position.
Yeah.
That is the way it works.
Yep.
And I'll use my extra attack.
6 and a 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Plus 6,
If
but
it's
I know
not plus
nothing.
14,
no.
it's not going to hit. My 19 missed.
Well, that's because of the reaction he used on as that during that round. I basically
It's a 15.
Okay, that does not hit. I gave him a reaction that's basically the shield spell, but he gets to do it with his arms.
And as a bonus action,
You have plus 11, Carson?
yes, I've got proficiency, which is 3. I've got archery, which is plus
trust
2.
You. That's just insane.
I've got. I was just gonna explain it. Dexterity plus 5, proficiency plus 3 for 8, archery plus 2 to attack rolls, and my bow is a plus 1 bow, so
Nice.
plus 1 for a total of plus 11.
Nice.
Gotcha. I just saw the 4 and you said 15, and I was like,
Okay.
what?
So you don't hit.
I get a plus 6 when I take my minus 5 attack roll to try to do plus 10 damage with sharpshooter. But anyway,
Up next is Ultra Punch. I gotta announce his name like that every time. Ultra Punch stands up to his full height using his hands instead of his feet and does this weird... like...
He's going to claw at us with his chicken legs?
Like when you're like one of those toys where the arms are like hooked into something and you can swing the body up and down. Oh, like that game with the fake soccer game. What's that called again?
Oh, foosball.
Foosball. Like those characters in foosball. He does that with his hands on the ground and swings his body and headbutts you, Ziggy.
Does he hit me?
I'm gonna roll to find out. Oh my god!
apparently not.
He rolls that's his second critical fail. I'm just gonna let you guys kill this guy.
Oh my god.
Man, I really
He
wanted
did all
this
this
to hit.
hard work, like you bring his son's like unholy abomination to life. And
His electrical headbutt does not hit you. His head like sparkles.
What? An electrical headbutt.
His head sparkles and like shocks shoot out of it, and your hair like stands up on end, but nothing happens because he like
Oh, tingly.
because he swung himself based off of where his arms were. He didn't realize he was too far away because he's only got one eye. His depth perception is off. God damn it. Next up is Ziggy.
I want to... Oh, okay, well, it's my turn. I wanted to make sure...
Jeez. 2 crit fails. I should just make him...
know if I
I'm going to start reducing his health every time he crit fails. He zapped himself a little bit. My monster sheet, my note for this are Ultra Punch's legs are weak, so usually they move around by their arms and only use their leg as a balancing supplement. This means in a lot of areas they choose to attack from above where they can swing themselves down at you.
So whereas Community had the kick puncher, this is the punch kicker?
Yeah, basically.
No, do I? Yeah.
Yep, punch kicker.
They had kick puncher also.
So what are you doing, Ziggy?
All right. Well, my
Your skeletons will all just attack again, right?
Junior, McRib, and Justin are gonna attack.
So that's 3 attack rolls. That's
Let's see. That is an 18, a 24, and a 25.
18, 24, and 25. They all hit.
It's my boys right there. Okay.
Own boys.
So sad you guys won't get to see what this guy can do because he can't do anything. It's okay.
Okay, and then that is 5, 9, and 11 necro. Damn. Oh, wait, no. It's not my modifier, it's my proficiency bonus, so it's 4, 7, and 9.
4, 7, and 9, so 20.
Sure. Yeah, it's 20. Then I'm going to hit him.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to try to hit. That is a 21.
That hits.
That is 11 damage.
Okay.
What does it look like when Ziggy attacks with a maul?
So the three thralls step in unison and hit. I think they have matching mauls, so they hit with their mauls. Thwack, and then Ziggy has this big, heavy bone maul with like spikes all on the back end. That it's just a little bit too heavy for him, so he looks a little awkward with it. So he comes, like, he's got it on his shoulder. He steps up and swings down and staggers as he swings and like hits this thing in his rib. Swings it and hits him in his ribs. Bam! And then he kind of staggers back and like to put it back up on.
So lovingly awkward.
Like the maul carries him with the attack a little bit, like the momentum of the attack with the ball.
Yes.
Like, yeah, that's excellent.
When he after he hits, it bounces off and he like it carries him back a little bit with that, and he uses that momentum to just plop it up.
And you hit it in its ribs, and it like goes in, like it's hitting like a soft, squishy body and no bones.
Ew.
Ew.
Rolo, it's your turn.
Ziggy, you're doing great. Bone Boys, you're doing great too.
They have names.
So yeah, I guess roll.
Yes, I know.
Am I close?
Ziggy Jr., Justin, McRib, you're doing great.
Am I close enough to like actually get up there at this point?
You can't get within melee distance, I don't think, unless you're going to use like your whole action. But you're close enough to at least see it. I would say you're right about there, where you are now.
Okay. All right. So I guess Rolo will just, as he's running up there, I'll just kind of pull my pistol and take a couple of shots at it.
Okay. Make your attack rolls.
Who's eating a little?
I was
Debbie?
about to say, someone's crinkling something.
I'm eating a little Debbie. Maybe a fudge round.
I can't edit your...
Admit it.
I'm eating some Baby Bell cheese.
Yeah, that's a 13.
That does not hit.
All right. Let's roll again. And a 12.
That does not hit either.
Okay.
Dang, man.
Yeah, so like Rolo just kind of... I'd like to think that maybe like I just take the shots and the bullets just kind of like bounce off maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And Rolo just kind of swears and like holsters the pistol, draws his sword out, and as he draws, like he puts his hand on the blade and like Beric Dondarrion style just kind of runs the blade through his hand, and you hear him kind of like say some sort of like really like harsh guttural incantation, and then the blade just kind of comes alive, and I'm gonna
Roll your...
That's for my bonus action. I'm gonna use that as my Crimson Rite.
Yeah, so roll your damage to
So he
yourself.
draws his sword. And
Yeah.
says, I promise I'll hit you next
Yeah,
time.
I'm just gonna go ahead and like prepare, and I think that's what a D4.
Since he's
I think it's a D4 too. Plague, your turn.
Okay.
Jackie, Rolo is the same class as Caroline, but way different character.
Yeah.
Okay, I took 2 damage from that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Can you... So I can use my 40 feet and get to this
Yes.
monstrosity,
Yes.
correct? Alright,
It's only an aberration. It's not a monstrosity. It's an aberration.
It's a monstrosity. I am sprinting towards it, and I would like to grapple.
Oh my god, you're gonna... Okay.
Grapple rules say that I can do it at least one size larger than me, and
Yeah,
I'm
that's
guessing
great.
That's
this
just
is
one.
this is only large, so that's awesome.
That's just athletics, correct?
Yeah, it's athletics against it's a contest, so
Right.
Oh, hi, Plague.
Oh, 17.
it rolls a 19.
Damn.
Oh.
Okay, well, that's alright, because
You hug one of its arms.
What a tender moment.
I still have my extra attack, because I can't do...
Yep.
Alright,
I'll let it go.
let what go?
Nothing. I'm just saying I'll let you do it. I don't have to let you do anything. I'm the GM. I'm God. No, I'm kidding.
All right.
He's gone mad with power.
I was basically trying to say, yeah, go ahead.
thought
I was trying to say, go ahead and do it, but I said it in a weird way that made it seem like I was like,
Oh, okay.
so your extra attack.
26.
Ooh, that hits.
Okay. That is a D8 because of my fighting initiate. 9.
Okay.
And
9
I
more
will
damage.
like to spend a key point
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
for
Flurry
Hands
of
Harm.
blows?
No,
Probably Hands of
Hands of
Harm.
Harm. I can't
Oh, yeah,
do because I didn't attack.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think grapple would account as like an attack, right?
Grapple is an attack.
Yeah, grapple is an attack.
Oh, okay. Well, I would like to still do Hands of Harm for this hit.
Okay, yeah.
5-point palm exploding heart technique.
Hands of Harm.
I'm sorry.
Plague did not take the Hippocratic Oath.
When you hit a creature with an unarmed strike, you can spend 1 key point to deal an extra necrotic damage equal to one roll of your martial arts die plus your wisdom modifier.
Which I am trying to add in. I'm still getting used to this rolling thing, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
So that's 6 necrotic damage, and then I will spend a key point and do Flurry of Blows.
Jeez. So you're spending...
You can also click the 0 above it, Jackie, and delete it and type in the number instead of having to click plus and minus.
What?
What?
If you're talking about on the bonus.
Oh, the bonus thing? You can just click on the...
No, I'm it's
Oh, you can add
a
this
clunky
minute.
mechanic for me right now, so I'm trying to make it work.
It's not a quick typing command, so you gotta hit
No.
dice and hit the right dice, and yeah. It's a little bit more convoluted. I might try to find an easier dice rolling thing. The map's cool. I like the setup of this site. I like a lot of the options to it. The dice rolling is
Rough.
not. Ooh, yeah, the dice rolling is a little rough, so
17 for one, and then 21 for the other.
Okay, he uses his reaction and blocks one of those, throwing his arms in front, blocking your first flurry of blows, but then the second one hits.
Sweet.
Man, I really wish he would have gotten that electrical headbutt off on Ziggy. I can't believe that was a crit fail. Makes me so
Honestly,
sad.
man, I wish she would have done it too.
Okay, that's 6.
Okay. It stuns you if you fail a DC. It stuns you.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, you would have been stunned. It also does electrical damage, so. Okay. That's end of the order. We're back up to...
that's a shocker.
Oh, wait, are you done? You're done, Jackie, right?
Yeah, I'm done.
You did your 17 different actions as a monk, and now it is Atlantis' turn.
Right, Atlanta, what you got?
ATL, ho!
I will put up, some foliage between the two of us and hide again.
Okay.
An 18.
A 7 plus 11.
So I took the optional feature that gives me essentially expertise in a skill.
Yeah. Yep.
Optional ranger feature and took stealth as my expertise.
Nice.
And I will go ahead and use sharpshooter.
Yep, and you're hidden, so you can roll with advantage. Try to do better this time.
Well, they both hit. It's a 21 and a 22.
They both hit.
Ooh, this is fun. I get to roll a d8 plus 16 for damage.
Yeah, because of the sharpshooter. Jeez.
It's 20 damage.
Okay.
Piercing. And this is my Colossus Slayer. 22 damage, and this is my radiant damage.
I just want you to know this guy has 3 damage resistances. I just want you to know that.
27.
I was like, no.
27 damage. 20 piercing. 2.
What does it look like to kill this thing?
Oh, shit.
Already?
So,
Already.
I mean, after being very frustrated with
I didn't get through my
the way
poison.
the last volley of arrows went. So whenever Arantis is using his bow, he's not pulling arrows out of a quiver. He's just drawing the bowstring back, and an arrow of light materializes on the bow, and he just fires it. And so here he goes, he hides, he takes a moment to steady his aim, and he unleashes an arrow at full draw. And I think you just see an arrow of light zip through a shrub, one of the shrubs that's in front of the shrine here, and kind of bury itself. It has a single eye, is that right?
Yes, one single eye on the top of its center of its football-shaped head.
Bury itself in the single eye. And then the arrow actually dematerializes. But like
does it go all the way
shot
through,
is
and then
is powerful enough. You know what? I like that. I was going to say it like hits hard enough to like have a physical impact that carries it backward a little bit. But yes, pierces through the eye and then out the back of the head.
I almost feel like because it was guarding,
dematerializes 2 feet away from the head.
I was also going to say I feel like it was guarding with its arms up, like in front of it, so your arrow pierces through its arms and then through the eye and then through,
and then just like vanishes.
Yep.
In a shimmer of light.
And then the thing deflates and goes flat on the ground.
Deflate?
Oh no!
Oh, there was no bones, right?
Yeah, there's no bones.
Creepy.
I don't know. Maybe if we had just like flushed out like how exactly
if
we're coming together and everything, because we didn't really have our meeting in the tavern moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was no session 0 or anything to make this congealed from the outset, so it felt more like a war game than our sessions usually do, I think.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I was very genuinely excited to play Orontis and kind of get to flex the sharpshooter muscles and use my cool bow because I was excited about that. But I say sometimes that when I'm playing D&D, I don't want to ever forget that I'm playing a game.
Yeah.
But I think tonight might have leaned a little bit further into the direction of I am playing a game than maybe I'd realized. I wasn't like I guess I missed the roleplay aspect of things a little bit tonight.
Yeah, I would like to have the time to do that for like a one shot. I feel like the problem was me trying to get three of these monsters. Like I should have just left it at 1, but I was trying to try out 3 of these monsters. But then it was still like we're just gonna throw this in together. So I was like, we'll just do a combat thing.
I will tell you this: everything you threw at us tonight was terrifying.
Oh yes,
good. I think I'll
hate it all.
I think overall, I think they're decently balanced. I think I might change a few things here and there, a few stats, change DCs a little bit on a few things, but I think they all worked out pretty well for what they're doing. So I think that went pretty well.
Yeah, I'll say what they reminded me of. I don't know if any of y'all ever watched Critical Role, but when that became so popular, Wizards of the Coast actually published like a setting book for one of for the continent that the second campaign of Critical Role is set in, and it had like some of the new like classes or subclasses that they had created for the game, and some of the monsters, the homebrewed monsters that Matt Mercer had made. And like towards the end, the characters go to this like ruined floating wizard city that all of these basically like living weapons that this wizard civilization created almost 1,000 years prior are still like lurking and living there. And the lore is like all these living weapons were designed solely to fight against entities from the outer planes, like celestials and fiends. So yeah, they've got damage immunity to like radiant and necrotic damage, and they were like really, really scary monsters and like really difficult fights when they actually showed up in the campaign. and I thought they were kind of cool. So that's kind of what these reminded me of.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I mean, they're terrors that only a child's mind could have created.
Oh, yeah.
And only a true maniac could have converted into a D&D monster.
Like I said, nothing. You know, here we are expecting, you know, hobgoblins and giant spiders, maybe a green hag. Not.
I definitely expected something organic at the very least.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? There's
Lovecraftian horrors.
I've got 4 more of these to design.
Lovely. All right, I'm gonna stop my Audacity and get it exporting.
All right.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try
All right,
to
guys.
figure that out myself.
Yep.
I never have ever saved a single one of these.
Okay, so stop. Wait. Stop.
When I export it, it saves it on my computer.
And then, so if I go to File, Export Audio. Okay. OGG Vorbis file, that's... Okay. And then I'll name this...
I named mine Orantis versus Caden's Nightmares.
Start it with a date, Caleb. 30th. Who would do that?
Yeah. Yep. Now I gotta hop on my other Discord and see if the boys are still having movie night.
Thanks, Ryan. Caleb, it was good to talk to you for a minute,
I
bud.
know, man. We'll have to do this again. Nice to meet you,
Wish you
Jackie.
felt the same.
Or I guess this is meeting.
Goodbye, I love you.
Bye.